Good afternoon, my name's Mark Rowley, and today we're going to be looking at how to post a journal. Two ways actually how to post a journal in the general ledger. So the first step is to go to Epicor and then go to Financial Management, General Ledger, General Operations and Journal Entry. And if we just click on there, we go pop up. So first job is to create a group. Now in theory, what we do as a company is we put our initials in and then today's date, so like so then we can know who's posted it and when it was physically posted. If we then click save, record not found, add new, click yes, and then it goes off. Now before we go any further, the next step is the apply date. So we can change this to where we want it to sit in the TB. So this is effectively the date where it hits your general ledger. Okay, I mean this is just a test, so it doesn't actually matter. So if we click save and then click new journal, we then move to the journal header tab. We can put in a description here, so again because it's just a sort of a test journal really, I'm just going to put this is a test, but you would obviously put something more descriptive like, I don't know, accruals, January, February accruals, I don't know, prepayments, anything like that. If we want the journal to reverse out the next month, as we all know accruals, prepayments, things like that do, we can tick this and put in the date we want it to reverse. At this stage everything's good, so we can click save. We can then click new journal line. Now this is very much the manual way of doing it, and if you've got accruals and prepayments, obviously I'll show you in a second how to do it a lot faster. If you've got more than one or two rows, it's worthwhile doing it the speedier way, but I'll just quickly jump ahead. So if we wanted to continue doing it manually, we would just literally, I'm just going to put some codes in just to get this going. So let's say, I don't know, 200 quid, and click save, click new, click journal line, and as I'm building these lines or rows, you can see they're starting to add up over here. So because I haven't clicked save yet, it's saying you've got an imbalance of £200. Where's the credit entry? So I've just added that now, so I'm going to click save, and hey presto. So it now says up here, look, brilliant, I'm happy with that. You can go ahead and post, you can carry on adding rows. Before you do post, what I would always advise that you do is click actions, click print edit list, click print preview, make sure that you're happy with the GLs and that it all balances, and then if you are, simply click post. You'll be prompted if you're happy to continue, and then once you've done that, it will be posted to the general ledger, the actual, and you can see that it's all posted by running a trial balance. What I'm going to quickly do is just delete these. I'm not going to post that. This is our test database, by the way, so it doesn't matter, but I'm just going to delete them. Yes. If we click on the list tab here, I've actually already got just a made up journal already with more rows, as you can see here. If we get hold of this template and I drag from line 1, and I drag like so, and I click copy,
sorry, I don't,
and I click copy, and then can go to
sorry, I didn't find coffee.
Alexa stop. Right, she didn't find coffee. Well, I've got some caffeine. Right, so we've copied that. We don't need the headers, we just need the rows and the actual detail. I'll come back to this column in a second. If we go back to our journal, like so, and then I can literally right click and go paste insert, and off it goes. Now it's saying, oh, there's an imbalance. Oh, there isn't an imbalance, it's simply because you need to click save. And it's sorted itself out. By all means, change your description at the top to whatever you've got here maybe, or whatever, just review that. Click actions at the top, do the print group edit list, always a safety first approach. Always make sure you're happy with the debits, the credits, and that they've all going to the right codes, that it all balances. Well, we can see it does there, but it's always just to best to run that report before posting. If you are happy, click post, you'll be prompted again. Are you happy? Yes you are. Click post, and then there it is, it's in your TB. That is essentially how to do the quicker version of this journal entry. What I want to quickly show you is what I've done on here. So this is essentially used as a template. So ultimately, if you've got more than one or two rows, it's better to do it this way really. You can add as many rows to this as you want. If you've got accruals with 200 rows in it, you're not going to sit there doing the manual way of importing it, of actually inputting it, sorry. You're better off importing it like this. Now what I've done is I've added a quick formula and a column to the left, and this is like a little helper column. It says if the sum of I3 and J3 equals 0, then give me a 1, otherwise give me a 0. And what that's doing is essentially saying, well, let's only look at adding the rows that are zeros. So you can put a filter on here and just look at the zero cells. Ultimately, the reason behind that is because what's the point of inserting data where it's zero valued? You don't want to. You're just going to clog up your database over time. There's no point in adding data into your TB or your general ledger if they're all zero value rows. And like I said, if you're importing a journal with 200 rows and 50 of them are zero valued, you'd rather just import the 150 rows. So that's what this does basically. It's a quick helper column to say, actually, let's just import the zeros. Filter on that, and then you can make sure obviously your lines still add up and go sequential, and then you can just import that. And that's basically two ways of doing your journal input. Okay, thank you very much for watching.